We're coming out of Grevia now. There is a beautiful sight across this. We're actually going up onto quite an elevation. Well, by Skåne standards, it's not exactly a very high place, Skåne. Okay, it's a bit grey out there, but you can actually see the other peninsula right over there. And there's Muller. That's where the lighthouse is that I did another video about. You might be able to see it. You might be able to pick up. I don't know. There's another speed camera that's just come up this year up here as well, if I remember. There's the signpost for it. Yep, a new speed camera. But we're going off over in this direction anyway. That's where we're going, over there. So it's still near the coast, but we're now over on the west coast, of course. There it is, you dirty bugger, you. There's been talk about putting decibel meters on them as well. Trap all the farmers and the Vulcans for taking their decibel killers out. And we're going to be making a turn off here to the left anyway, and then we'll be a little bit more into the B road twisties. I'm going to get past this guy. But he's doing the same in his open top cart, having a meander on these nice roads. We're in the holiday season, so that's probably why I think there's a lot of cars on the road. I know people over in England be going, what? That's nothing. And you are completely right. Compared to what I see in videos, it's absolute horrible. See, more tennis. The Swedish flag, that should be a Skåne flag. I'll have to put up a Skåne flag picture for you. Oh, crikey, I forgot about that stone. I did actually know that there's some sort of history there with that stone. Missed it. Are you going to try backing out of there? No, good. I'm going to get past you. Look at that. Wingle all over the road, mate. Go on. Probably on his telephone. Perfectly timed car so that I can't overtake. But we will do, yeah. Thank you. I don't know why my visor keeps catching on this right side. Every time I open and close it, it leaves a gap there now. There's a big bug straight in the chest. The fact that you can feel them through the amount of layers of jacket that I've got on is crazy. You get that in the bleeding eye. We come here actually at Halloween. This is the farm that grows all the pumpkins. So you can come here and you can, if you want, go out and pick your own pumpkin. But it's normally pretty dirty and muddy out in the fields. But they have the honour system there. You just turn up and choose what size pumpkin you want and leave the money in the can. Or, well, we swish over here on our telephones now, of course. Nobody uses cash that much in Sweden. Another bug. It's pretty bloody windy, of course, as it would be as we get near the coast. How that's going to affect the camera, or not the camera, the audio, I don't know, we'll find out. I saw the cows in the field were laying down. That's not a good sign, is it? It can't rain, look at it. Conspiracy apps! Lying bastards. Bloody hell, it's a long time since I've been out here. I know there's a sharp corner somewhere around here. A lefty. I think we're coming up to it here, I think. Oh, here it is, yeah. This is actually a corner that caught me out on my Z550 when I first moved here to Sweden. I came flying up and down these roads and misjudged that corner there and went off into the grass. I didn't actually crash, but it caught me out. There's another bug if you heard it. Aha, there it is. Actually, there's a little road there that goes off down to a nice beach. Yeah, here's Torekov anyway. Right, we're coming into Torekov now. Crikey, it's been a long time now since I've been here. It's yeah, so Torekov, it's quite spread out. It's not exactly a compact village or town village. It's probably landmass wise it's on the size of a town, but the population isn't that big. There's about, I think, just under 900 people that live in the entire area. Old classic Swedish church, of course. Now I'm going to start be guessing here a bit now. Hamden, alright, there we go. Yeah, many years ago. Oh, actually, I'm going to not there first, sorry, I'm going to go up here first, because I want to try and see if I can find the actual flats and that where I stayed. If I remember, yeah, there's that. I think it was up in there. I think it was a flat up in there, a ground floor flat, which was quite close. And then I used to go down a little. That's it. There's the pathway down there. There we go. And these are the forests that I was telling you about that I used to go walking in, which was completely different, of course, to Brighton. Well, I'm going to do a U-turn here. I can find somewhere. Dunk dunk. No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I must be able to turn off here somewhere. car up my arse, of course. Yeah, evidence of all the rains. Okay, there's a space here. That's it. So as a young boy, it was one of the flats over in there, which looks at least 3-4 times the size as I remember it. But we are talking 38, 39 years ago. That's it, because I remember coming through the woods. It was, yeah, one of these little buildings or houses here. It might have even been that one there. And then I would come over and go down. Is it this road here, or is that just down to the house? No, that's it. There it is. No, you're not allowed to drive down there. But I would walk through the woods, across the road, and go down here to the beach. And have all the fun on the beach down there as a young whippersnapper. Oh, the nostalgia. Right, coming in. One more. There you go. I'm glad I did that. Close to 40 years later. What the parking situation's going to be like down here, I do not know. We shall find out. I expect it means that I've got to download some special app so I can pay for a parking ticket. There doesn't ever seem to be a universal parking app, so people end up with loads of different bleeding apps on their telephones. Yeah, I'm guessing now. Right, yeah, okay, off round to the right, isn't it? Yeah, I don't need my indicator. Yeah, there's a little road there, actually, which was the original road before they built this and then extended the harbour out. Oh, that's a nice old scooter, isn't it? Okay, we can go in here, can we? The Rookery. There's a lot of people here. There's a bike over there, I saw. What are we waiting for? Ah, the dog. Got to have a piss. Another bike over there. Still got my indicator on. Very nice too. Right, parking, I think it's over there. So let's go and get that fixed and I'll be back. Right, I don't know where I'm going to put this in the edit, but I just thought I'd give a little walk around the bike while she's all set up. That's how I lock my helmet, so I can go walkies. The one thing I love about this Sui Motec bag is that with that tab there that you can lock it and put all your valuables in. Valuables. Let me just unlock it a bit out. Open her up. Hopefully I haven't got a parking ticket. But yeah, there you go. There's my
bag that I won. It's working nice. And locked up, the alarm on the front, you never know. Touring mode on. And this is where I'm gonna have the 360 camera there, so that's already set up. It always was a plan, it's just the money to even do it, it just never stops. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where that's going to be in the film. It might just be suddenly plunked in the middle. Cheers. Right, well, we made it. Had to load down yet another app, of course. So I think that makes number 5, Park Cairns app. We shall try now and get a little bit of the harbour. No idea how the wind's going to affect it, because in the last sort of hour or so, because it's been since I turned the camera off, it's been 25 minutes. I had to go back and do the parking again because it took so long trying to figure it all out. Moan. But anyway, there is Torekov's harbour, and just here, if you remember that little road that I stopped at, that comes down there. You might be able to see that blue parking signpost. And come down there, because I actually remember this rock, believe it or not. So this is exactly the beach that I played on as a little kid, 9-10 years old. Just spent the whole afternoon down here sort of on my own. Go back home, have a sandwich, come back. And all the kids on holiday would just be down there. And there would obviously be a lifeguard down there. But they were different times as well. Back in those days, you just used to let your kids go and enjoy themselves. The harbour, I've gone and left all my notes now, haven't I? But the harbour, or this entire town, was settled in, the only information you can find is like the Middle Ages. So from somewhere between 500 to the 15th century was when it was done, or built, or established. And then it's just sort of grown from there. I couldn't find any info on when the harbour was actually built, but I think it's just been a continuous thing. So we can get out to this part of the harbour and have a look from there, and then I'll walk round over to there, because there's a little bit of a museum down at that area. But anyway, there's enough of me yakking. Hold on, my camera's gone off. I can't see anything. There we go. The capacity is about 400 boats. There I was Googling before coming out. And I'm not going to go there and then all the way out there, because it's not going to be much difference. I do hope the wind isn't too strong. Try and move my microphone a bit closer to me gob. I just met the biker as well on that was parked next to me. He's doing a whole tour of Skåne, 2 weeks holiday. They're nice. Battery ran out as well, so I had to go and change my battery. So so there's the church that we went past. That's where I went up there and did a U-turn and came back to that road. They say it's only a small village, but pretty, very pretty. So it's just a shame that it's got so bloody windy now. Obviously, you go out here. When you get out there, that over there in the distance is Hallands Väderö. And I can't zoom in, but I shall put up some pictures. Anyway, so it's an island off the coast called Hallands Väderö, which translates to Hallands Weather Island. and it's pretty, I say famous. It's well known for having. Hold on, I've got to try and put my microphone. It's falling off. The professionalism. Let's put it on the inside there. Probably got pictures up my nose now. No? There we go, that's a bit better. Maybe that's a bit better. And it is, hold on, my camera's gone off. Come on, stop fucking around. There we go. Yeah, Hallands Väderö. It's about 3 square kilometres. And the weather over there is always different to what it is on the mainland. So yeah, it can be like raining over there and foggy and really nice and sunny on the mainland. And it's not that far over. I think it's about 3 or 4 kilometres across the ocean, I mean. The actual circumference of the island's about 11 kilometres around. And I shall put up some photographs aerial photographs of it, because obviously I don't have a drone, but I wouldn't be able to get it across there anyway. But you can get boats here, daily trips out there. They go every sort of 4 hours and go out there. It's a nature reserve. Go out there and have a picnic, and we'll see if I get round to the opposite side here and ramble a bit more. Is that, there it is, it's connected now. Yeah, so I'm on the opposite side of the harbour now, over here. That's where we were out there. Don't look very far, but it's quite a walk round. And this here, that's how you spell Hallands Väderö. Biljetter is tickets, and that's the big ferry that takes you across. So it can happen that if you miss the last ferry, you will get stuck over there on the island, and you have to wait till the next day or the morning one. It happens. Now that over there, okay, we've got the bloody harbour wall there. I think I might have to walk all the way around to the opposite side. But anyway, we'll get the boat, and then we'll go and get the next bit. There's the flags. This must be where the big boats, or the rich people, park their boats. Separate one. What a lovely day. Though it's coming in, you see the skies are really starting to cloud over. Right, try over there. More microphone, there we go. Right, there's the Maritime Museum. That is, you pay there and you can go like inside. But there's this place here, and this is like a tribute to lots of old ships that have come and gone. There are people in there eating some sandwiches, so I'm not going to go in there talking, but I do want to go in there and film a little bit. I shall try and avoid them as much as possible. Hope the camera picks it up. So many boats. There is some history there about it. Yeah. So All the boats that are shown up here are ones that have either gone to ground, sunk, or whatever, and remembered in this building. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? God rest their souls. Right, we should be able to get a better view here of Hallands Väderö as well. And one thing that is pretty cool, that you don't see much of, is that. It's a Second World War landmine. Landmine, Stephen, you daft bugger. A Second World War sea mine. Landmine. It's not often that you say the word sea mine, but you say landmine more often. That's pretty cool. So I'm hoping that the wind isn't too bad. I've got the microphone now right next to my slurping mouth. And there over there, that's the Hallands Väderö. And yeah, of course you can privately go across there if you want. There's nothing stopping you. But that big boat that we saw in the harbour there, that's the one that goes across about every 4 hours, I think. And on the opposite side of the island, there is actually a huge colony of seals. And there's an estimated between 1,400 to 1,600 seals that live on the opposite side of the island. And because there's no natural predators and that, they're all come up to the boats if you go round that far. I've done it once when I was about 22 with my girlfriend. Had a speedboat and went across, and I wasn't driving, I had a friend who did it. And they would come up to the boat and that. It was really cool. And they're pretty big. They get up to about 130 kilos, which is about 280, 290 pounds, I think. That's the males, of course. The females are about 80 pounds. And you get porpoise out there, and of course those red jellyfish that I've talked about before in other... Camera keeps turning itself off, or the screen does. Those red jellyfish, of course, which I found out are actually called lion's mane. And their tentacles are about 30 metres long. So yeah, that's what I went swimming into when I was taking my party certificate. Fun, fun, fun. And they burn like buggery. They really do. Few flags up. It's the holiday season, so of course there's a lot of people here. And you do feel a bit of a dick walking around talking to a camera. Or at least I do. I haven't got that bit yet where I'm disconnected enough. So certain amounts of knobbage are being felt. But yeah, there's Torekov. There's a lot more here, but my ticket's about to run out, so I've got to scuttle back to the car park. It was nearly £5 to get a parking ticket. I know, I don't want to get a parking ticket, rather. Oh, more bikes. Harleys. I didn't know we could park here. I could have come all the way up here, couldn't I? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so I've just felt the first spots of rain. So it is true what they were saying. I don't know how heavy it's going to be, but I think I'm going to call it quits there. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. And I'm going to enjoy the ride home. So I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. There's a bit of a mass exodus because it started to spit with rain. People know what's coming. I tell you what, it is warm though. It's like 23,
almost 24 degrees I think. My jacket is, oh look, polish. My jacket is literally stuck to me. And my trousers. Have to unstick my body armour and move it to the appropriate places. Right, I'm going to go off up there, I think, if I remember. And then it is literally going to be the fastest way home. Before these rains come.